Are 3, 2, 1 live. Track fans. You all right, Rahul? How you doing, mate?
Toilet. Hey, what's up, Pete?
I'm good. I'm here. It's Shenanigans. We did one a couple of weeks ago, and I tell you what, right? I still hadn't got into the swing of it a couple of weeks ago. You know, I'll be honest with you. I was just sort of out of sync. But tonight, I'm back in the saddle, baby. I'm on it. How's your week been?
It's been all right. Busy, good.
Yeah.
Very busy, actually. Like, I haven't had a chance to breathe today. It's been like meeting after meeting after meeting, and then straight into live stream. So, yay!
Eat. You've not eaten.
I just had something quickly and came into the studio.
Is it a beef dinner?
Like, oh, not even. I was just like, quick. It had to be quick. So,
okay.
Anyway, but we're here.
Any slot car action this week?
Slot car action? No.
Have you sold any slot cars?
Yeah, I sold 2 slot cars this week. I did get a new slot car in this week as well. So yeah, I did get some slot car action, I guess.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna so this Saturday I will be shooting cinematic that I've been planning for a bit. So that should be fun. And you may see a video from me next week. Finally. So
nice one.
Yeah.
Excellent. Should we say hello to the chat?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right then. So, all right, Bo, how you doing, mate?
Yeah, we have Bo in the house. We have Keith's in the house too.
Yeah. Let me see. All right, Andy, how you doing, my man? Who's this legend?
All right. We have Andy. Then we have, I believe. Give me 1 second. I'm trying to catch up. HSF Racing. Who is that? Do you know who that is?
But good evening.
Yeah. DG Raceway's in the house too.
There he is.
Cool. Man from down under.
Hang on. Before we go any further, we've got to take our hats off to Dick, firstly, because his lad's made it. He's got into the army. He's following his dream career and all that. So it's a bit unnerving, Dick. But hey, congratulations. You know, your kid's doing what he wants to do. Win-win.
Very good. Very nice.
Right, lead the chat a second. I've got to do something in the background. It's urgent. God. Tell you in a minute.
Oh no. Well, we do have also Elaine Bufford in the house. Thank you very much for joining us today. Think Driving School. I believe this is Ian, because I see Doug further down in the chat. So
sorry,
Ian
who is
here,
it?
And I know
Think Driving School. Hold on a second.
Uh-oh. Don't get undressed. This is not appropriate.
Driving School.
There you go.
What about that?
Anyway. That's cool. So Ian's here. I know Doug's here as well. He's further down in chat. We have Bryce as well.
Hey, Bryce.
From Vancouver. Thanks for being here, Bryce. Who else do we have? Let's see. I'm trying to scroll down through this. We also have Janu. Janu's in the house. Thank you for being here, Janu. Hope you're doing well in the racing and stuff. We have Paul, Slotcar 2021 here as well. Thank you for being here, Paul. Who else do we have here? AIDS in the house. You guys are gonna have a fun weekend, I believe. We can talk about that a bit later. But AIDS here as well. Thank you for being here, Aid. Thank you for being here, Paul.
Shed fans in the house.
Shed fans?
Yes, Aid. Aid's slot shed.
Yeah, we have John D in the house. Thank you for being here. Daniel Thomas is here as well. Thank you. Harry's here. What's up, Harry? Greetings from the campsite in the Baltic course. Thank you for being here. We have
very good.
Mount
Sorted.
Dunedin Raceway as well. Thank you.
Nice
Not
one.
caught up yet. Oh, Carl Slot Car Imagination stopped in. Thank you for being here. I think I'm caught up then.
Carl.
I think that's everyone in
Yeah,
the
we're
chat.
up
Oh
there.
no, there's Pete from Show Me Slot Cars is here. Now Pete's got that cool garage.
Get
Maybe we'll
Paul
talk
in as
about that
well.
a bit later.
Sorry,
I
where is
got
he?
Paul in already.
Cool.
Got Paul in.
Did you get Joe in?
No, I didn't get Joe in. Why would I get Joe in? You saw me just skip over, you know.
Because he was.
No, Joe's in the house. Oh man. Joe and I have been having a ton of conversations. So we have Mad Dad as well. Hey Mad Dad, how
what's
are you? Who else we have? I think I got everyone, Pete. I think I got everyone.
Yeah,
Oh,
Harry.
oh, someone has stepped into the studio as well, Pete.
I can't.
All right.
What are you on about? Oh,
Someone's
look who
in
it
the
isn't.
studio.
Now I know what you're on about.
Yeah. He made it. He made
That's it.
Yeah.
Shall we bring him in?
Yeah, that's it. That's it. Should we bring him in? Yeah, I think we need to bring him in.
All right. Cool. Let's go. Boom. There he is.
What?
Why have I missed it?
I have no idea.
No,
Hello, Marco.
they are okay. Everything's fine. Good.
That is looking good, my friend.
Thank you very much, guys, for having me. I'm sorry for my delay.
It's all right. What happened?
Nothing special. I was at the store this morning, and I had a very good meeting with Jim from the Long Beach Grand Prix, the president of Long Beach Grand Prix, and it was pretty cool. The guy was there with his crew, so we might be cooking something from the Long Beach Grand Prix. Michael Michelin.
Okay.
Yeah, the guy
Fantastic.
was the founder of the Long Beach Grand Prix 50 years ago. It's fantastic.
Wow.
Yeah.
70,
Very nice.
74.
Yeah.
Wow.
Very, very nice. How are you guys doing? Good?
Yeah, I'm good.
We're good,
I'm
we're
not
good.
bad. Lively, as usual, you know, getting on.
Very, very nice.
Building things like this.
I saw that. Pretty cool. Yeah, we have at the store now. Yeah. Yeah, we investing a lot of time and patience on the slot cars are back. We might gonna see that slogan on some of the new cars coming this year. It's supposed to be a brandless campaign, so everybody can use without trying to sell anything. So that's why we're pushing it. We might need a new tagline, a new slogan for a couple of years, but for now, I think
Slot cars forever.
could be.
All right. So put what you think the hashtag should be in the chat while we're chatting away. What's the new hashtag? Slot cars are back. Evolves into. As the applaud dies out. But
So what's new for you in the world of slot cars?
go for it, Rahul.
Oh, thank you. Nothing much. I mean, I just got the new glow in the dark General Lee, so I'm looking to do some long exposure video with that stuff. We'll see what happens.
Well, try to see.
Who knows? It might work. It might not.
Try to make a image of that thing glow in the dark. We tried. We couldn't do it.
I think I'll get it. I think I'll be fine. I've got a very strong. Yeah. We'll see. We'll see. I think I'll have to make a small track though for it. It can't be done on Dragon's Tail. Dragon's Tail is too long, so I'm probably gonna do the Scalextric drift track with a jump and see what it looks like. So we'll figure
You
it
need
out.
like fluorescent lights for it, you know, the black lights.
No, it's supposed to power up with the sun, right? So I put it in the strong sun and let it sit there for about an hour, and then I'll run it. We'll see what happens.
So somehow we need to charge that paint. We charge with fluorescent lights, kind of work a little bit, but we couldn't capture the correct picture.
Wow, we've done for in England
Well,
if you
we'll
rely
try
on
it
the
out.
sun.
It doesn't work in England. Working 5 days was going to work for 5 days in the year. It's a bad return of investment.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But slot car stuff. So yeah, I've finished this to answer your question, and this.
It's pretty cool. Very well done.
What happened to the staircases? Did you put them on? Yeah, you did on the back. That's the most intricate part. There you go. Nice.
Beautiful.
That is it. Now look,
Yeah.
the fridge is knocked over now. See, it's all back to how it should be. Other than that, I did the. What have I been doing this week? Is it bank holiday this week? It was, wasn't it?
Yeah,
For
it
you,
was.
yeah. I guess.
That's right. Put the LA video
Ours
out,
is
didn't
coming
I?
up this
on Monday.
weekend.
That's
we
what
have-
happened this week. God, it
we
feels
have,
like 2 weeks ago.
We have our long weekend coming up now. Excellent.
What, this weekend?
Yeah, this weekend is our long weekend. I think it's the same in the States as well, right?
Yeah, we have Memorial Day here on Monday.
Yeah.
People are
Yeah,
people are expecting for a sale. I don't know what to do. We need to figure out what we're gonna do. People stop buying on Friday. Oh, we're gonna do a sale on Monday, right? I'm gonna stop buying. I'm gonna wait for Monday.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the thing with Black Friday and Cyber Monday is no one buys anything for 2 months because they think they're getting a good deal and they end up paying more.
Yeah. Yep. And there's another problem because people, the guys, the retailers think that they need to put out as soon as possible, so they jump in front of the competitors, and then I have Black Friday going on 2 weeks before the Black Friday, so that's everybody.
Yeah. So, what are you going to do? You're going to do a sale?
No, we do the Black Friday on Black Friday, midnight of Friday, 001 on Friday. We put some stuff out. The past 2 years, NSR send us a list of cars that they want to liquidate. So we pass this for the other retailers. So we have a bunch of NSR cars. I was pushing other manufacturers to do the same because they all have some cars that they didn't sell all. Yeah. And then we put at least like 20 cars out for Black Friday, and on Monday we have a Cyber Monday with one car super deal, like a Group C for $39 or $29 or something like that. Something that we have in stock that we probably bought too many or we couldn't sell, but still a good car, and then people get interested for the right price.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah. For Memorial Day, we might have 2 or 3 cars, different brands, in a deal that you cannot miss. Yeah. But it's always limited to 10, 20 pieces.
Okay. So, outside of that, have you done any slot car action this week? Not for work.
Actually, I was pretty pleased on Tuesday. We have a group that races on Tuesday nights, not every Tuesday, like once a month or twice a month, and we have a couple
the over 50s.
Yeah, we use the Andy Rollins Formula One, the same that you guys race at the UK Festival. It's the same polycars, and you can adapt 3D chassis.
What, like this one?
Like this one, just that. Actually, that's the car that won the race.
Exactly, like Jordan's.
Yeah, BRMs. Yeah.
I've yet to work on this.
So this Tuesday, we're missing 2 spots to complete 10 people, so we can have two races of 5, and then Carlos and I, we jumped in with a loaner. And I was just cruising and playing, and I was crashing a lot out of form. And then at the last, and I was planning to take off my car on the last heat to respect. You guys know I don't race there, so it's not. So I was planning to take my car out, and then I was in third. And then when I crossed to Carlos told me something, like he whispered me, like provoking me, saying, "Oh, those guys are retiring you." And so, the blood just came up. So I recovered 3 laps on the last heat, got second, 40 feet ahead of the first.
Oh,
and I broke the track record.
Oh, well done.
Yeah. I got so pissed.
This guy.
Internally hurting. Yeah,
I see.
And then the record used to belong to Todd Euler that you guys met here. And then as soon as I got home, I started sending him memes Like I've done it, mic drop and all this stuff. The whole night sending stuff to him just to provoke him. Yeah, but it was pretty fun. It was my very first time that I raced at the track, believe it or not. And it was very fun.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I think the last time that I actually raced was at the UK Festival with Andy. And it was fun. The class is fun. Those polycar tracks, those polycar cars, they're amazing to drive.
Yeah, they're quick off the mark.
Yeah,
acceleration.
And you can see the tail fishing and the whole thing going. It's pretty cool to drive those. And I had fun, especially because after Carlos told me that.
Are you blaming Carlos for this? Or it's just you and your pride got a little bit dented?
Yeah. Oh, those guys are retarding you. Sure. I'm pissed. That's fine.
Hello, Marco.
Look
at it, isn't.
Artwork. There we go.
I know. Look.
There you go.
So we brought you on, Marco, to have a natter. I thought I'd give you the first slide so you can think about what's coming. So, old mate, you've done this to me. We're doing it back to you. If I get the right one.
Okay.
Pete can't get the right one.
It changes every other week, man. I'm sure there's a gremlin in it. Anyway,
you gotta set up the scene.
So, guys, we've got Marco from Electric Dreams here, the man who does all the talking. He's going to do some more talking. But just to get to know you a bit more, Marco, because you ask everyone about their lives and their updates and things on the track call and everywhere, but we don't actually hear much about you. And I was thinking about you earlier. Cheers, Rahul. Because we're watching this BBC program called Round the World, and it's where celebrities race across a particular continent. And they're actually going through Brazil right now. So I've seen quite a bit of Brazil tonight before you even come on. But you're from Brazil. So what tell me a bit about what made you come to America from Brazil?
Well,
what was the driving force?
Yeah, I was born in São Paulo, but
that was on the telly earlier.
Yeah, São Paulo is an incredible city, probably the third or fourth biggest city in the world. I think it's the second biggest in South America. It's just
Salvador,
just below Mexico City. Salvador. My grandfather's from Salvador, Bahia. So when I was young, my family moved to the south, to a state called Rio Grande do Sul, which is kind of not cowboy, but the gauchos are there. So it's kind of the Brazilian Texas. People like to eat meat and barbecue, and they're a little bit more upset with each other. Yeah, which makes border with Uruguay and Argentina. So a lot of that South American, Uruguayan, and Argentinian culture is on everything that we do, the food that we do, on the food that we eat, on the clothes that we wear. So I grew up there, and I have a bachelor's degree in advertising. So I was working in advertising agencies for a long time. And I remember that seeing one time that I was a creative director for a small agency, and I was doing a folder to present all the partners, and I had to put my resume on that. And everybody, of course, everybody was older than me, but everybody had like a degree outside of the country. So I thought it would meant a lot to have on my resume. So I started to seek some sort of a post degree or post graduation program. And I had a couple of friends who were living here in LA. He was doing engineering and music and mixing, and I thought about doing advertising. But then I see the program, and I was 22, 23 by the time, and the program was just too weak for me. Like everything that I was trying to teach, it was something that I was already doing on a daily basis. So I decided to move to film, because while I was doing advertising, I had to brief a lot of production companies and directors and people like that, and I never had the chance to talk the same language, to speak the same terms. So I thought in my head, if I go to UCLA to do a post-graduation or a certificate program, I can learn the lingo and come back with the upper hand when I have to brief those guys. So I was already dating my wife, Karina, and she came to do a marketing degree and sort of the same college, UCLA. And what happened was I was very into it. I started to do like very cool movies and short films and commercials and stuff like that while I was here. And my short was the short of the year at UCLA in 2004, maybe.
Wow.
Yeah. With no budget, and I see people doing things with high budgets, and it was a great little film. So that opened a lot of doors for me back in Brazil. So I have like offers to work in smaller production companies. So I come back to Brazil, to my hometown, and I worked for 2 years for a production company, and then I opened mine. And when I opened mine, I had the chance to have a TV show on Global TV that you have the logo right there. So
Yeah.
I have a short run sitcom that run on Global TV. I worked for History Channel, I worked for Discovery, and I worked for Netflix too. Actually, the very first Netflix special or original, what they call now, it was my sitcom that they taped. They taped the theater play. It's a long story, but it started as a web series, became a theater play, and we sold 17,000 tickets for 7 shows. And Netflix bought it, the last one that we were doing, to tape it and put on Netflix. So I stayed on Netflix for 3 years. And after that, it became a sitcom. It changed the format. It became a sitcom. It was a short run, but it was on Global TV. With that, I saw a kind of a limit for my career in Brazil, and we decided to come back to LA because we're kind of missing. We're missing the city. We stayed 4 years in Brazil, but we kind of miss this place. We came every year as a vacation, but we kind of have friends there, so it would be nice if we can come. So we figured out the visa situation, and I came. And then I started to work with smaller projects and trying to find my way.
This is not small.
Trying to find my way around here, and then I started to work with Anderson Silva, the MMA champion. We're putting together a YouTube channel for him on comedy, because I used to work on comedy and write comedy. And the pandemic came, and everything stopped. Everything literally stopped. Couldn't do anything. I was withdrawing money from Brazil all the time, and it was very hard. And I knew Scott, because in the meantime I was coming back to South Car Racing. I had a club very close to my house called Big Loose. They run Scalextric track, mostly magnet cars. So I came there in order to start to talk about to practice my English, to make some friends, to kind of kill time.
Talk about slot cars, right?
Yeah. And then what happened was I got into it. Eddie Shore brought me back to the 124 scale road, like with the retro. On my second retro race for a big race that they have. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, Checkpoint Cup. Yeah, this is a race that happens here since 1964. So my very first try, I pulled and I won. And then they kind of became famous. People started asking for stuff, and then was right in between the Anderson Silva stuff going down. So I was a customer of Electric Dreams. I visited the museum. I met Scott once, and I have his contact information. And then I sent him an email. Look, I have a 6 months plan to increase sales at Electric Dreams. I see the store has a lot of potential. Potential. Oh my God, I don't know what to say. And we should do it. And then he was not retired by the time, so he invited me over for his main company, Inline Distribution, back in Silmar. So I went there, and we keep talking for almost 2 hours. He liked the plan. He called him over, his marketing manager. The guy joined the room. It was kind of weird because the guy didn't know what we were talking about, and he was kind of trying to get an upper hand on me and things that I was saying. But after that, after 3 months, I kept talking to Scott, and I said, look, I'm looking for a 9 to 5 now. I think you can work at Electric Dreams. There's a lot of work to do there. And then what happened? That happened like 4 years and a half ago.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, the store now is literally 10 times bigger, and we have a showroom. We have 2 tracks. Nothing was installed. It was just like a warehouse shipping boxes. So that's my short story.
So what about this then? So is this you in this picture?
Yeah, that's me with a Los Angeles Raiders hat. Can you imagine?
Looking good, Marco.
This was 1993, so I was 12, 13 years old. And
Okay.
that's my father over there.
Is it? So
Yeah.
he's responsible.
Yeah, my father passed at 48.
God
So,
bless him. Don't
yeah.
say that. I'm 47.
You first say, "Oh, watch out."
Yeah.
There's
Exactly.
a lot of good guys there. There's a lot of guys. If you see the guy on the white t-shirts, if you come back to the white t-shirt is right below my father.
Yeah.
White t-shirts and black shoes. This guy
Yeah.
is a road RC champion.
Oh wow.
His name is Eduardo Dulac. A bunch of good guys there. A bunch of guys who own track. A bunch of guys who have his, pretty
What
good.
year was this?
92, 93.
I joined the army in 93.
Oh God, you're old.
Yeah, I know. I told you that. Like a fossil.
The
Yeah,
funny
hang on,
thing
let's
is, I'm
have a look.
older than both of you. Then
Oh look, there he is.
Yeah, there you go. Japan Cup. That was kind of surprise. Nobody was expecting me. We're doing qualifying, and I was the last one to do it. And then the guy ahead of me. He did the pole, and he was already celebrating, people are giving him high fives, and I passed by, and then just broke the track record. And everybody,
Awesome.
you see, there's a video that Eddie shot. There's a video of everybody with their hands on their hand. What the hell's going on here?
And talk to us about Carlos, because he's a great guy and a good
Carlos.
friend of yours. So how do you know him?
So Carlos grew up, and I'm not exaggerating, one block away from where I grew up. So different group of friends, but literally one block away. The guy,
wow.
and that's what gets funny. I was between 6 and 8 years old, and he was there one block away, same timeline, right? Of course, I don't remember him, but
Same
the guy,
age?
yeah, the guy who lives below my apartment in Brazil, in Porto Alegre, Rio Grande do Sul, he was named Marco too, and he was Carlos' best friend. Gets more strange. Marco, right below me, my apartment, on the same building, one floor below me, he had a slot car track, and that was my very first contact with the slot cars. And Carlos, I remember going to his apartment to play with the slot car track. How connected is that?
Right
so
back then.
I was 6 to 8. Carlos was 5 to 7. He's 1 year younger than me. So
Wow.
that's crazy. After that, Carlos did the same college than I did. So he also has a degree on advertising. And Carlos moved to, so he was already on the same college with me, 1 year behind me. So I knew him from the school there too. So Carlos went to Argentina, and he lived in Argentina for 4 or 5 years, working for Fox. What's going on? Fun picture there.
No, I'll tell you in a minute. Honestly, there's a
Okay.
reason I asked you about Carlos.
Okay, and then so he went to Argentina, and then when he came back to Brazil, he went to Argentina at the same time I came to Los Angeles for the first time. So when he came back to Brazil, I was hired to direct for this production company, and Carlos was hired to work as an editor. So we kind of worked together there. When I opened my production company, I hired him to work in a couple of projects. And I know that he was very good, and he's very passionate about racing and the cars and Formula One. So when I had the chance to bring him to LA, I made him an offer. We figured out how you're going to get the visa, and he got it. He's here. He has been working with us for 2 years and a half now.
Excellent. The reason I asked you about him was because doing my little bit of research and stuff, so we can ask you about different things visually. I'd ask Carlos if he's got any anecdotes about you, and he'd like you've been caught your pants down or just general funnies. And
Here he comes.
no, he hasn't got anything for you.
No.
He said, "I'll have a think and come back to you." So he sorted you out, mate.
Good guy, Carlos. I have a bunch of him.
Yeah.
I have a lot of him. Actually, my phone special saves photos with Carlos' photo on it.
Right, we're getting him on for the next episode.
So let me tell you one prank that I did with him. I had this picture of Carlos just looking at the camera, and Carlos used to have a Honda CR-V. And then I printed a cover for his step, and I have this car as a prank.
It's like he's just had 3 cans of Monster on the road.
So he had been running for a couple of days, and he didn't figure out. And one day he finally figured out and took a picture on the side of this thing.
That's genius.
Yeah. So we do
mate.
some pranks. We do some pranks with each other sometimes.
That's good.
Yeah.
So then you've been at Electric Dreams for 4 years. I bet that's gone quick.
Yeah, for 4 years or 4 years and some. Yeah.
And now you're setting up big. Oh, by the way, before we go on to this, the Can-Am race was amazing. And quick
Cool,
shout
right?
out to Cedric as well, by the way, up in San Francisco. Legend. He come fourth, but we were watching.
Yeah, he lost. He lost the podium basically on the last lap. He crashed and somebody passed him. Yeah.
Funnily enough, I supported Michael at this US Nationals. Where did he come? Fourth. I'm
Yeah.
going to stop supporting people because they come fourth.
He come fourth. Almost podium is the nickname.
I proper jinxed them. But how did you feel the event went? Because you were running events myself and doing things like for a living and doing events and actually setting up club nights in the past. During the actual event, generally on the lead up, disaster, you're so full on. Then during the event, it takes 2/3 of the event before you actually realize the event's running itself and you can enjoy it. Looking
No,
back on the event, how did it go?
no. Actually, I'm pretty pleased of the outcome. I think everything kind of worked.
Amazing.
Yeah, but I keep a list open during the events to see things that I should fix and things that I should improve. During the event day, during the race itself, I'm super relaxed. There's nothing like I don't do nothing because everybody's doing whatever they do. I'm just there to kind of control and see if something's wrong that I can jump on it. But during the event, it's a lot, especially from me and Carlos. There's a lot of the production part, the production experience. So for me, the race is the set. So everything should have been planned and should be working, and you have backups. So there's
That's
no
where
desperation.
the spotlight is.
Yeah, there's no desperation. I shot over 200 professional registered commercials, so I've been to a lot of sets. So it's everything under control. It's everything under control. So I know what's going on here. Unfortunately, there's a lot of stuff that should be better. And we have to deal with those frustrations. We have this idea to have the anthem being sing. You have the drones with the smoke that didn't work. I tried the day before. During the broadcasting, there's a lot of stuff that should be improved. Cables that are not supposed to be there. We had this idea to have a radio with a spotter, a way to communicate with a spotter. We try every single device from Amazon. Couldn't make it work. But there's stuff that we couldn't make it work. But during the event itself, I know what I have and I know what's going to work, what's going to happen, and everything's planned. Of course, somebody can get into a fight, somebody can get pissed with the marshal, but that's kind of stuff that I have enough experience around slot cars to how to handle. And I'm looking forward to push somebody out. That's my number one thing. I hope happens someday because discipline and you have to be respectful. That's something that I learned from my father, who also owned a raceway for a long time. That's something that cannot happen, and I think people who race there knows that we put a lot of time and effort and money to make those things happen, so they need to be respectful about it.
Yeah, it's a good event, mate. Run like a well-oiled machine.
Yeah,
very good.
It's there, still a lot of stuff to do, but yeah, it'll happen.
Yeah, not quite sure what, but no, it's good. Very good. Good feedback as well. Yeah. Everyone enjoyed it.
Yeah, I've been learning and reading and watching. I'm very happy that everybody is enjoy the event and looking forward for the next one, and people praising it. There's a thread on Slot Blog of somebody who posted, the best slot car race ever, and then a bunch of people cheating, saying, on this race you have more people, on this race, yeah, but nobody has the same amount of goodies around the race. Not only the broadcast, the number of people, the racer racing, the venue, the sun, the food truck, the electric alley, the Mark in a Andy Granatelli suit doing interviews, you guys coming to help promote it and create content. You can have a race with 500 people. I don't care. Nothing's going to be compared with that. We need the whole environment to have the best slot car racing. That's what we're looking for.
Oh yeah, proper.
Yep.
So here you go. Here's a question for you. What's your best F1 car? Ferrari.
Well, No, come on. McLaren MP44. Stop it. Stop the nonsense.
That was a leading question, I admit it.
Here. There we go. Here.
Hang on, put
Yeah.
him on large screen, Rahul.
Put him on large screen. Give me 1
Yeah.
second.
Well, I haven't got the setup, even though it's my stream.
But there you go.
There you
That's-
There it
go.
is.
MP44. There we go.
Yep.
And
It's a
and-
nice
nice.
Red Bull, that.
Yep.
So what's next then for the store? So you've just got the polycar track in. That's the latest edition. What's next? I mean, what can you fit in?
I cannot say much, but we're gonna have a big improvement in January. We might be closed. the
Early
whole January.
stage.
Yeah, we might be closed the whole
Primitive.
January for improvements on the store. There's
Okay.
a lot of stuff to fix on the wooden track. There's a lot of space to be created on things that doesn't belong to Electric Dreams, belongs to the owners and needs to be moved. So we might have a big work around the shop in January. It's not decided.
Really?
Yeah, it's not decided if we're gonna close the doors and just do online shopping for January. But there's gonna be a lot of forklifting going up and down there. So
Yeah.
we might be closed for gas and for racers during that month.
Wow. This
Yeah.
is drastic.
Yeah.
If anyone's watching, you've got to get your racing in. It's in December. It's going to be closed.
Yeah, well, it's not.
It
It's
is
not. It's not official yet, but seems to be going on that direction.
That is crazy.
Yeah, a lot of work. A lot of work on that, and you know that we're not a big group. We have only 7 people working there, so
Yeah.
the amount of things that we get and we ship, it's more. You counting? I can tell you, me, Carlos, Kristen, John, Mark, and
Yeah.
Dennis.
It's,
Yeah, and then there's
That's
a couple people out. We have Renata out of UK producing stuff for us. We have Tyler from the parent company doing all the financing stuff. We have Scott, the boss, of course, who participates in the everyday operation on day by day. He's replying emails and taking decisions with me.
do you reckon he's watching this?
Well, don't know.
Pay rise for Marco Scott. Come on, do the right thing.
And we have Dennis. Dennis doing a lot of stuff over there too.
So because you're doing a lot of production work here at Electric Dreams, do you do freelance work, or is this actually your role?
No, since the pandemic, I've seen Electric Dreams as a project.
Okay.
I was driving down here. I'm having more ideas that I can produce, and I hope I
Yeah.
have more help.
I can relate to that.
No, it's not. Yeah, it's not bragging anything about it. It's just like there is a lot of like we just came from a great meeting with the Long Beach Grand Prix president. So there's a lot of opportunities to spread the word of slot car racing, but we need time, we need money, we need people. Right now, Scott just acquired the rights for the Model Car Racing magazine, which was a magazine that Robert Schleicher produced for years and years and years. 132 issues. So we're trying to revamp that. We're trying to renew that. There's a new logo. There's a new website. There's new articles coming. So I have a team of a producer, an editor, a designer, a web designer. So there's these people working outside of the store that I have to overview until at least the first issue goes out. So there's a lot of little projects. There's the podcast that involves a lot of time to invite people over to prepare. I have to learn a lot about the guests, so I do a lot of research before they come. And of course, if he's a VIP person like Zach Brown or Chip Ganassi that was there, we need to study a little bit more. We have the book, the big book that was published a year and a half ago, and that involved a lot of PR, a lot of promotion. So there's a lot of projects going on. Plus, we have the races, we have the big races. So, and then I am the one buying and selling. So I'm the purchaser of the store. So I have to, every day I have to review lists and see pricing and send orders
coming in.
Yeah, so it's a lot of work. It's not simple because we need to keep up with all the brands, and even in smaller ones, we want to support, want to be the first ones to have, want to be the first ones to have pictures of their product. But yeah, it's a lot of work. It's not just like buying and selling it like people think. I go to fairs, I go to events. I went to the I've been going to for 3 years now for the Nuremberg Toy Fair. I go to the Slot Car Festival. I go to the Ford Slot Madrid. We have a racing team that we race in May. We're gonna race in Italy and Spain this year. So there's a lot going on. Yeah.
Okay.
Very busy man.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
he found
take all
time
that
for
in.
shenanigans,
That
though.
process.
Huh? He found time for shenanigans, though. So we
There we
appreciate
go.
that.
Yeah,
Come on.
I'm sorry for my delay again.
No, there's no delay.
Have you seen my track record? You're fine.
Following the delay. Good.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Captain Slow followed by Captain Crash. I mean,
Captain Crash.
there you
Have
go.
you thought about taking a track on the road, doing a road show with your track to try and infuse, like, you know, because it was big. Look, that's one thing I took from the museum, is how big it was in Mid and West America
Yeah.
during
At
the 60s and 70s.
at some point, we have more raceways than Subway restaurants today. So,
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so we can
These,
see a Subway restaurant on each corner. Imagine seeing a raceway on each corner. So that's kind of crazy.
Yeah, we've got a few subways here.
Yeah, but today I think we enjoy the hobby in a different way. The cars are more collectible. You can have track at home. You can have a track in your garage. You can have a smaller group. I don't think it will ever. Yeah, I don't think it will ever be like the '60s here in California. I don't know if you guys ever heard about a company called Costco, which is like a wholesale size. Yeah. So for you guys have an idea, the Costco here in Marina del Rey, used to be Rusket.
Okay.
A brand of slot cars. They had 300 employees working 3 shifts.
Oh,
wow. That's some demand.
Yeah.
Imagine Kristen. She'd literally fall off her perch if you come over the hill with that. Yeah, Kristen, got continental shifts, 24/7, 365.
So we're never going to be on that rhythm again. But on the other hand, we have more companies doing it. It's more spread. We have the help of China doing it for cheap. It's very affordable to have a slot car today. You can buy a SCX for $49.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. Even the Carrera, we have discounters here in America, so you can buy a Carrera for $38, which is criminal because the cars are so much more value than that. But anyway, there's different ways to enjoy the hobby. You can have a track. You can have a track in your garage. You can just have a small track and put out when Christmas comes to race with your kids or grandkids. You can be a collectible. You can just have like a lot of cars in your office. They're beautiful now. So it's a different way to enjoy the hobby, and I think we're growing back. Never gonna be like the '60s because we don't have the competition of a computer, of a video game, of a simulator. So it's different now, but we can be big enough.
So there's a question here from Tony Tibbs.
Yeah.
Hey,
Do you ever do scratch build race events?
Maybe. Let me show you something here.
It's a family show.
I do not.
Is it? This is shenanigans.
Shenanigans. Hold on. Let me see if I can see. Let me see. Hold on.
I can see.
It's more scary when you.
Here we go. So this is the class that I love the most.
That way you hit the good stuff.
Yeah. So this is the class that I love the most. It's a scratch build 124 scale. This is a car. This is a chassis that I built myself.
Yeah.
Yeah. Design and build.
Nice.
It's made to fit.
Is it a wing car?
No, it's made to fit in a 124 Tamiya body, hard body.
124, yeah.
This way, yeah.
Nice.
Nice.
So this is a class called Hardboard Racing by Keith Tanaka, who is a legendary figure here from Southern California. He has been around since the 60s. And it's all brass. It's super heavy. It's so fun to drive. But unfortunately, the Buena Park track, Buena Park Raceway, where held those events, they closed down last year. We bought the tracks. We have the tracks now with us, and we're planning to open sometime somewhere. I don't know where, but that's the scratch building class that I want to do at Electric Dreams on 124 hard body using model kits as a chassis as a body.
How old is that? When did you build that?
3 years ago, 4 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
Still going.
That's a national champ here, right here.
Is that the one?
Yeah, that's one of those. Yeah. Yeah, for that.
Ah, that's why you didn't disclose where you kept that. So, go for it.
So there's another question from Andy and Ruben. Andy and Ruben are big drag racers, and they want to know if you have any plans to build either drag race car chassis or even a drag strip.
The dragster community is very different. I don't have any access, and I don't know many people on that. I remember that Buena Park had a huge, very well built drag strip over there, and I know that Piranha Raceway here in Whittier, they have another big group of drag racers, but I never got involved. To be fair, I raced one time on that track in Buena Park because I was organizing a race that covered all 4 tracks in Buena Park. So we qualify on the drag strip with the same car. We go to the back track, go to the King, and then we go to the flat track to finish the race. The total laps won. So I never got involved with drag racing, but it's a different community. It's a completely different group. It's a different way to do it. I know that they go there early in the morning. They stay all day. They bet money on it. It's. I never got involved. I'm very curious about it, but I never got involved with it.
Okay. Another question here. Have you ever raced HO?
No, never been close to HO.
Me.
2 years ago, I got a collection, and it's a very funny and sad story because this woman called the store, say, "Oh, you guys buy collections of South Car?" Sure. She was kind of close, so we went there with the van, and her brother had passed away, and she has a lot of containers full of slot cars. And I said, "Can I take a look?" And I don't know nothing about it, right? So can I take a look at it? And she's, "Yeah, but I don't want to bother." Like, just give me an offer and say how much you have, how many you have. She said, "I think I have 100." And I say, Can I pay $10 a piece? And I thought, okay, I'm gonna put on the store to sell for $20 or $15. I don't know. They probably worth that. I really didn't know nothing. She sold me for $1,000. I gave her a check. I loaded the van. I couldn't stop taking boxes from that place. Right away, I noticed that it was more than 100. And I told her, "Look, there's more than 100. Do you want me to count and take a look?" She, "No, I just want to get rid of it. I have more stuff." The guy was a hoarder. He had like a collection of Star Wars and other stuff. So I got to the Electric Dreams. I didn't know nothing about it, and I put everything in a pallet, and I forgot about it for 3 months. So Mark Natividad came to the store as a customer, and he told me that he knows a lot about the HO, and we asked for about the HO track at the store. I said, "Look, if you know so much, can you help me? I can hire you, and can you help me to take a look at that collection and help me to put prices on it?" And then he came along in a Sunday. I remember going there on a Sunday. I have a spreadsheet. I have a little camera set up.
He's like a kid in a candy shop, I'd imagine.
He brought books about it. So he gave me what it was, gave me a condition, and gave me a ballpark price. And I put here, took a picture, numbered, and put in a bag. Turns out the collection, based on Mark evaluation, was worth $53,000.
Wow.
Wow.
Did
you sell it?
We've been selling it. So it's available. If you go to Electric Dreams, you see HO, vintage and used. There's a lot of cars over there. There were cars that we sold for over $1,000.
Yeah.
I feel kind of bad, but that's the word.
Oh, she wanted it shot.
She was not
business, though, right?
She was not patient to let me see or take pictures or take my time looking at it. She wanted to get rid of it. I gave $1,000, which is a lot of money. And of course, it's evaluated in 50,000, but we're not going to sell it the next week. It's going to take a long time for us to sell. So, yeah.
Even if you had a look at it, though, because you said you didn't know anything about it, so
No,
you
but
wouldn't
I
have known what the
got-
value of it was. You might have even thought you was being ripped off.
But I want to take a look at the containers. Maybe some of them will be inside of the plastic blisters, so I could take a look on eBay, or if I could recognize a model, I could do eBay just to check if they're worth more than $10. But she didn't have any patience. I took it a risk, and it was worth it. And that was my very first contact with HO slot cars. And then after that, Mark was so useful that we made an offer for him to come to work part-time with us.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I know,
52,000.
Marco, that both the tracks that are Electric Dreams are 132 scale, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so I know there's a lot of people asking questions about 124, but right now Electric Dreams caters to 132nd racing. So, anybody who's asking about 124 racing, they don't currently support that at Electric Dreams right now. But what there's questions here. What is the fastest time set on the track?
Well, I have, if you go to electricdreams.com/races, you have the complete schedule of our races, and at the bottom of the page, you can download the rule book. And the last page of the rule book is the track records. So I have it open here just to reply. The fastest class is the LMP class, that's for sure. And the record belongs to Todd at 5:104, 5 seconds 104.
5:104.
Yeah.
On
crazy.
the wood track.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Remember that the Group C cars that you guys raced, the pole position was 6.2, right? 6.2 high.
Yeah. That was the
Yes.
top end. Yeah, that's
Second-
Douglas
second
territory.
class.
Not you, Doug.
Yeah.
I'm talking Ian Douglas.
Yeah. So a second fastest.
And
Yeah.
do you ever
Okay.
run wing cars on that track?
No, but the beginning of the beginning of the years, we tried to glue it a little bit and run some retro cars, but we never did wing cars. That doesn't belong. There's no banking curves. There's no reason for it.
I was talking about freedom of German motorways. Anyway, Marco, do
Yeah,
you want to have a bit of fun
Autobahn.
with us?
Do you have what?
Want to have a bit of fun with us?
Oh yeah,
What we're doing,
always.
what we often do.
That's a
Is,
weird question, Pete.
Yes. No, I said, do you want to have a bit of fun? I didn't say, do you want to party? So
I don't
what
know.
we
Those are
do is
loaded
we have a
questions
look.
you're asking there.
We are, yeah, not them questions. We have a look at new releases. So,
Sure.
and we just rip them out of Pendle's website. Little plug for Pendle, a little plug for Electric Dreams over your neck of the woods. See, just easy to present, Marco. So, we've got a few slides, just a few. That's it, or anything more will be overload. And we normally go and look at the 4 cars on screen, and we pick one that we really like and just say why. So, Rahul, do you want to give us an example?
That one's easy. Come on. There's only one on this page I like, and it happens to be a Porsche.
There you go.
That's
See?
about it. In fact, I saw this at Electric Dreams when I was there. There's
The
just
same
too
car?
many things at Electric Dreams when I was there, and I didn't have enough space in my suitcase. Otherwise, I'd have brought back more.
Believe me, every day I go there, I see a car that I never saw before. I see the orders being pulled. I say, what is this? Oh, this is
Yeah.
a Ford car. What? Yeah, believe me.
What do you have, Marco?
Well,
So-
I don't believe that the Golf one it was a real livery. If it was, probably was a historic racing on somebody who did this later. The 95 car is the Pony One car, pretty cool. The Pony One car is pretty cool. The Peter Gregg car, the number 68, is the car that's going to be releasing in their very first Datsun, which I have the prototype on my desk for months now. But I'm gonna give you a go for the Fly Porsche. I think it's a mold that is being explored for a long time. You put a lot of accessories, have lights, you have like a bunch of stuff going on those cars. They keep exploring, they keep like doing like weird liveries. This one run Le Mans. It's not that weird, but they do a rally and they do a bunch of stuff. The wheels they're very good looking cars. And I think I'm not 100% sure, but I think the motor on those 911s they're in the back of the axle, on the rear of the axle. They're not in front of the axle. They're hanging on the back. So this is
That's
kind
good.
of a cool car. Yeah, it's like a cool car. Fly cars, we sell most of them for collectors, not people who are actually racing. But if you put some time on it, fix a couple of issues with the plastic, and find a good way to put the wheels and tires together, they're very good racers. We race them at the Far Out Club. We have a classic Le Mans class. I might have the car here. Yeah. So this is the car that I race, which is a fly car. It's a Porsche 904, custom painted.
That's nice.
With some sort of Ayrton Senna helmet on it.
Yeah.
So
Of course.
with the red interior, my little name, my name on the side over here. So this is the car that I race. A lot of weight in the back, motor, original gears, original everything.
Oh, that's some weight.
Orthoman tires on it. So this is the car that I race, and I really enjoy it. This is a very good class. So you just need to put some time on all the cars, but the fly cars work very well.
Excellent. So that's a treble for the Porsche, because that's what Arda took as well.
There you go.
There you go. Why would I have the Porsche? Because the other three are Revo slot for a start. No, I'm just, you know my feelings. Do you know what? I actually like Revo slot. And the reason I like Revo slot is because every time Revo slot do something, Dave Slottar gets one and goes, today's going to be a good day. Today's going to be a Revo slot day. And then he pictures the England fanzine at the Euros or World Cup going, and the beer going everywhere.
Well, is this the same?
About 10 times.
Is this the same Dave who made a slot car out of a potato?
Yeah.
Well, what kind of argument this guy has? He has no opinion. He has no right for opinion. The guy raises a potato. There's no.
You ain't seen nothing yet. No, it's good. That's what I like, just tongue-in-cheek humor. But yeah, that's why I like Revo slot, because I just see Dave's clips. Awesome. I'd have loved to have been there. That would have been epic. Yeah. So I'd have had the Porsche. I'm still waiting for my instructions. I'm not going there again.
For what?
For my Revo slot white kit that I bought in February, but they don't send any instructions how to build it.
Oh, wow.
So I wrote to them, and I still had no response.
Someone with your experience, you can figure out how to put that thing together, right?
Oh, I had to, didn't I? Or I'd have no show the following Wednesday.
It's part of the hobby. Figure it out. Figure it out.
I like scouring the internet and no one's built one yet. I'm like, how selfish, you know.
You're the only white kid sold.
Awesome. All right, then. You ready for the next one?
Sure.
Can literally cut the knife with the anticipation. Cut the air with a knife even. There you go.
Okay.
Right.
Ash.
Let me see. I forget what I put on here, you know.
Well, I already got one of these.
Oh yeah, go on then. What have you got?
I got the Ghost of General Lee.
Yeah, that's what you were talking about earlier.
Yeah, that one has already arrived. Yeah.
But is that the one you would have took though?
I mean, it's between the Jensen Button Porsche, or all of these except for the BMW I take. So.
Fabulous.
I will take the silver one because it's 3 times the price of any other.
Yeah.
Which one?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Which
one?
You say?
I would take the silver one because it's 3 times the price of any slot cars there, and it's super rare. You guys know what means dealer special, right?
Means it's only
extra expensive.
No, that's the thing. Jules make a very good promo. Jules from Pioneer. If you get a full box that contains 24 cars, you get one special. So you get actually 23 plus 1.
Okay.
So that's the way, and that's why we kind of have like between dealers, we kind of have this gentleman agreement of to sell at certain point. I think it's $199, and that's it. You can, if you buy 2-3 boxes, you're gonna get three or four silver ones. So they became very rare. They probably have one or two. Sometimes dealers that you don't offer that means that they didn't get a full box of the previous car. So yeah, we have a couple there at the store, and I will get that one because it's super collectible. To whoever collects Pioneers, those are the whole way. It's hard to find.
Yeah, and now you just
Yeah, it's
said
already
rare
sold
and
out
hard
on
to
Penfold.
find.
Yeah,
Crazy.
Yeah, so it's I can check how many we still have. Do you have the number for that? Does it say the number over there somehow?
No, I didn't cut it out. Did you say they got them in Pendle, Rahul?
It's sold out.
Yeah, you're gonna have to go to swap meet to pick one up.
Yeah, and they're going to be hard. And Jules protects this policy of his very much because you cannot. There's no way that he's going to sell you one on the outside. There's no more than that's it. So dealers special goes to general. Yeah, we sold out too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I would take the dealer special. I think. Is that chrome?
Yeah, but
Is
you
that
can't
the
get
chrome
it,
one?
so you can't get it anymore.
You
So
can't get it
don't
anymore.
even- You
It's
can't
a
take it.
hypothetical. Which one of these four would you pick? Not what one's in stock.
Well, I might get the black Porsche because I really like Fly's Porsche mode, and this Jensen Button car is probably a replica of his Singer car. Singer is a
Okay.
California manufacturer that reproduced and revamped the old Porsches. Those cars in real life cost like $500,000, maybe more. And this is probably a copy of his Singer car.
Wow. $500,000.
Yeah. So Jason Button Rare Porsche, it's for sale actually.
Oh, I'll have two.
Yeah,
Send them over.
I will send you a link on WhatsApp, Pete, so you can take a look.
Cheers.
Why are you saying
I'll
to
block
Pete?
you.
He's not the one who buys Porsches.
I sent you
Wait
too.
a
I sent you
second.
too. There you go. Both have it. Don't fight. Don't fight.
All right,
So
quick, let's get off then.
He put on the market for 200,000 pounds.
200,000.
210,000
Yeah.
pounds. Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah, but it's not a Senior. It's just like a very nice car. RS.
Yeah. Nice.
Oh, I should have thought about this slide. How boring. Okay, so one of two cars.
No, but that's the thing.
No, each
Okay.
one of these has history. 17, 14.
None of those, because the car who won in '65 is the car number 29. Car number 21. The Ferrari 250 LM 21. That's the car that if you're looking for one of those, that's the car to go for. One in 65. Yeah, so 65. That's the car. So those are the cars that came after the win, and the 250
Okay.
LM never won again. I had the chance
They're
to.
quite hard to find then.
Yeah, I had no. Actually, we have at the store because when we came out, whoever was in charge of buying, he bought enough to have it because he knew that it was a historical car. So we have a bunch of it. I can check the number for you guys. But that's I had the chance to see the real car, the number 21 at the Pearson Museum, and the funny thing is that they never wash it. The car is still still dirty from the months from '65. Kind of crazy. But let me see if I can find that car for you here. 25 LM, number 21, 65 Le Mans winner. Yeah, we have around 30 in stock. The number, if somebody wants to search for it, is 053106. Yeah.
I thought you was going to say the number on the car.
No, the number on car is 21. That's the 1965 Le Mans winning. I can send you both the link. And that's the car to have. And Fly has been exploring this mode of the 250 LM just like they do with the Porsche. They do a lot of cars. There's a lot of people selling those. After the 65 race, a bunch of people race it. So there's many liveries. I think the number 20 is the Scuderia Filippinetti.
it's
And
nice.
I think the 14 is the North American Racing Company team.
Yeah.
But those are cool cars. I'm
Oh,
not big,
nice.
I'm not a big fan of the Alfa Romeo, especially because they didn't have the balls to put Rotmans and put racing on the side of it. So
Yeah, nothing for
They
me
need to give it a
here
little
either.
wash. Yeah.
yeah, did you guys see the link of the 21?
Yeah, I saw it.
Yeah. So that's the car to have if you're a collector, and that's the car to have, the 65.
Oh, yeah, here we go.
Yeah, Marco is very quick sending us links.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I like
because
the
he's
car.
a,
I do
I
my
like it. I
Is
like
it-
it, Marco. I like it.
I do
Yeah,
my
like
research.
he's a
Ernie.
stock car pusher. Is that before tax? Because we know what you guys in LA are like.
No, you need to pay 10.25% of tax. But if you're
Yeah,
out of state, you don't pay tax.
Oh, can you move?
Yeah.
What for? The
If you
shipping will
relocate
kill
out
me.
of tax, no one has to pay tax. Sorry, if
I
you
don't care
relocate
about the
out
tax.
of
I
state,
care about the shipping. The shipping is what will kill me.
Oh, I already told you. Talk to Christensen.
Yeah.
She'll figure out the way.
We'll
She'll
figure
figure
it
out the
out.
way.
she will as well. Come on, then. Let's. Oh, here we go. Here's a bit of variety.
Oh, that's nice.
Let's see. Well, probably a truck.
Bedside table.
I know
Sorry,
which one
guys,
Pete
one
would go
second.
for.
I have my opinion ready.
You have yours? Okay, go for it.
Okay, so I'm gonna stop with Penelope pit lane because Sean from Pendo doesn't want to sell to us.
Oh, okay.
I've been insisting for many years. That's an internal joke between me and him already. All his team knows. He doesn't sell to us. He wants to sell it by himself, which is fair. It's his lane, so I'm gonna get out of here. Scalextric,
Oh, yeah.
Harry Potter, I really don't understand. I don't think we could sell one of those cards here. That's not my generation. It's a much younger audience that we cannot reach. I don't know why they're doing this, but okay. So
Oh, I'll tell you in a minute.
yeah, so
Yeah.
probably in UK is very popular, but here it's not. So then we have two trucks. They're basically the same mold, Flyman, and I will go for the Jarama one because in 2022 the Forest Lot Madrid was on the Jarama circuit, and it's a pretty cool place. And I will go for the blue truck then.
Nice.
Cool. Which one is
No.
yours, Pete?
We'll get to that in a sec. But the Harry Potter one. So if you're older, it's not been a hit. But I did on a rehearsal stream with my nephews on Monday. I did put it up as one of the cars for their opinion. And literally, they both jumped up, wetting themselves, fist pumping like it's literally
There you
the
go.
best thing ever. They cannot wait to get their hands on it for a test drive. I swear to God, it's the most excited I've ever seen them
There we
for
go.
a car. I'm like, here, have a look at this 911 Evo from MR Slot Car. And they're like, yeah, it's nice. Then they've put on Harry Potter and they're like, oh, we want to go. I was like, yeah, boom, it's yours.
That's the explanation why this thing exists.
There you go.
Exactly.
So, but out of these, I'd probably take the Bugatti.
Yeah.
Only because
Yeah.
the trucks aren't going to go under my scenery bridge. As Mr. Bean found out.
Mr. Bean.
Yeah, Wolf put an end to that. Broom handle.
Yeah.
There we go.
All
So
right.
yeah, so that's what I'd go for.
Well,
Shame
well-
about not selling you the pit lane. But, you know.
No, he doesn't want to sell to us to resell as a reseller because he wants to
Yeah.
sell himself. It's fair. He has been working on those molds and on those details for a long time. It's just it's something that I look at him every time that I go to the UK festival and just tease him with. That's why I'm
Yeah. He'll want to talk to you before he retires. Don't worry.
Yeah, there we go. No, they have a long time with Nick and everybody. They're so nice. First time I was at the UK festival, they took me to a pub.
Oh yeah.
Those guys know how to drink, and I don't, so I could check everything that was going on. was like an external body looking at that group and having fun. So yeah, we got all of
The
fun.
Northern boys.
And then we have to walk back to the hotel, and they didn't know the direction. So me, the guy from Brazil who lives in LA, giving them direction to come back to the hotel. Yeah, sure, that happened.
Sounds about right for Sean and Nick. Well done, boys. Good representation. So I'll lead the charge on this one. Police car all day long for me. Defo, got to have a bit of police car. Followed closely by the FW11. And then probably Avant slot Mitsubishi. Looks quite tasty. So there would be my order. Love that police car. Knocked over the Queen the other day, you know.
Well,
Yeah, we saw that.
I remember that we saw the FW11B in the flash when the guys from Magnetic Racing took us to the Williams.
Yeah.
So the car is pretty impressive. 87, I think that's the year that he won. No, 87 was Nelson, I think. I think he won later in the day. So this is not the Road Championship car. But from this list, I would take the Avant Slot Mitsubishi. I think Alberto is doing a great job in front of Avant Slot. He's making a lot of stuff, a lot of innovations. He's putting a lot of work, and he deserves it. This car is beautiful. And if you have in your hand, the body's light. They have like some sort of a intelligent pod that you can approximate from the gear. It's a different slot car. I would take the Avant Slot. Thunder Slot is the same McLaren Alva that they have for 4 years now, 5 years. There's not much innovation there. They're great cars, but not much innovation. So I would take the Avant Slot. Unfortunately, those rally cars, they're not very popular here in the United States. There's not a culture, but in Spain, they go crazy for it. They're sold out every time they came up with something.
You want a rally track? I know I've got one going cheap.
That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool, yeah.
So
Yeah, I would take the Mitsubishi all day long. Yeah.
And I'll chase you in the police car.
You try and catch me, maybe.
So there you go. So hang on a second. Harry reckons the Thunder slot. Dave reckons the Mitzi drives really well. Marty turned up.
Yes, he did. Thanks for being here, Marty. Ooh, is Marco going to stick around for traffic lights?
Why is that? I'm afraid. I don't know.
Okay, this is where we get cancelled normally. So we do a disclaimer. This is where I got. You remember you asked me if I get in trouble, and I said yeah with Scalextric. This is where I got in trouble with Scalextric.
Oh, let's get in trouble with Scalextric. I don't care. Let's do it.
So anyway, we always say our opinions are our own. We don't.
Oh, wait. We have a question first, and this is a question
off.
I wanted to ask this question too. So before we get into the traffic lights, question, Marco, do you have a favorite brand, and if so, what is it?
Good question.
So I do have a favorite band. It's Maroon 5. Thank you, Doug.
No, brand. Get out of here.
How can I answer to that?
Come on, Electric Dreams, tell us.
So the favorite band is Maroon 5. There we go.
Maroon 5. Good job. We're gonna put that on your trophy next year, okay?
Sure, no problem. I think.
Yeah, Maroon 5. All right, here we go. All right, Pete, let's get into those traffic lights.
Hold on. What is your favorite brand?
He's not gonna answer that.
Answer that.
You can't answer.
You haven't got kids.
I'm gonna lose my job if I answer that.
Okay, yeah, sound. Yeah, I get that. And you want to get me in trouble with Scalextric? Look at you.
Scalextric. That's my favorite.
Throw me under the bus. Right, where's Carlos? All right, go on then. We've got one traffic light tonight, so
it's only one traffic light.
There were supposed to be two.
There's actually supposed to be more, but we got busy this week.
I'm reading the comments here, and Dave has the perfect answer. My favorite brand is the Slot Car Potato. Slot R Potato car.
Slot R Potato.
That's my favorite brand.
Yeah, there you go. Doug has. There you go. Let's see. What's going on? Click show. There you go. There, Slot R answered the question for you. Cool. All right. Well, we only have one traffic light. Pete, if you could do the honors and put that up because I cannot access the presentation.
Kadoosh.
So, kaboosh. So who is it, Pete? He is potato in
There
hand
he is,
as well.
green light.
We should have a mold.
So
we should
that's
have a
Pat
mold to make a
Slots.
potato plastic car. Yeah.
Holding a potato of all things.
Yeah, exactly. It was like kismet, karma, whatever you
meant to
want to
be.
call it. There you go. So yeah, we wanted to shout out Pat Slots, give him a big green light for being just totally awesome for the hobby, I think, in terms of how he presents and how he just has fun, and it's infectious as he does it on screen. So I wanted to give Pat a quick thumbs up. And I think we all did. So yeah, this
he's
is the
doing
only
exactly
green light.
what. Go on, sorry.
Yeah, he's well, you go ahead, Pete.
I was just going to say, he's doing what we tell everyone to do: is you're having fun in your hobby, so just hit record and just do what you're doing. And
Yeah,
sometimes it's great VT, and other times it's deletable. But you always say the amount of times, and I do this myself even now, is halfway through something you go, oh, I wish I'd recorded that. Pat's got the knack of hitting record when he goes straight in to have a little laugh or do what he's doing in his slot warehouse. So, but no, this is a great guy here. I don't know if you're on, if Pat's on your radar, Marco.
I watched a couple of times. I'm familiar with Dave from Slot Hard because I met him a couple of times at the UK Festival. Follow their channel, but I try to follow as many people as I can and watch as many as I can.
Well, he does a great
I know
thing.
about that. I subscribe to his channel, but I don't recommend watching full videos or lives.
He does the roundup, so he kind of gives you a steer on what's good to watch. Like, so I know I don't have to try and watch everything now. I can just take bits and pieces off recommendation.
He does cuts on other channels. It'd be cool.
Yeah.
As a roundup, it's great.
Yeah.
So yeah, what's this then?
So Marty has a question. Marco, I watched the last track call, which I also did. And he wants to know about the Synapse Lite controller. Is the trigger feel like the DeFalco, or is it different?
No, it's different because there's no trigger. It's it's just like I don't know the name of that part in English, but
it's digital.
It's not digital, but there's like a potentiometer over there that it can regulate your acceleration.
Yeah. Well, there's no swiper, right? You're not going across bands. It's digital brands. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's completely different. So it's only your spring over there, so you can change the spring whatever you want, but there's no touch. So that means that we can both left-handed and right-handed people can use without any trouble, and there's no maintenance. You don't need to wipe it. You don't need to change anything. It's pretty good.
Are you selling the Synapse Lite? You are, right?
Well, what happens is Eric is a very close friend of mine. He's also a fellow Brazilian. He had some trouble distributing and manufacturing, and right now we're kind of getting close to him, so we can help him to put those things together and create an identity. Like, it's very hard to find a handle, so he's getting in touch with another manufacturer to get the handles from that company, so he can use, and then we're going to put a batch together and we're going to start to sell and distribute the electric dreams. He's going to come with the lights. There's the Pro. I used the Pro for several years, actually, to race the hard boards that I was showing you. It's a great controller. He's a very bright engineer. He's very into it, and he makes all the changes that you want, and he's always available. It's a very good investment.
So Marty's asking, does it feel like a slotted controller then?
No, because the mold around this slotted is different. The trigger is kind of rounded, so I don't like very much the feel of this slotted controller. But the feel feels like it's a mix between the DeFalco and the slotted, because you still have the bulky handle and the bulky trigger and the squarish corner trigger, and then you have a little bit of the lightness of the slotted. But yeah, could be similar to the slotted.
Perfect.
Sorry.
Okay.
Just see, Joe's just turned
Joe's
up.
got a stupid. Yeah. Why would you take the Mitsubishi and know nothing about cars? Thank you very much, Joe. Your opinion is very, very, very valued in another show. So don't bring it here.
Okay.
Get
These
out.
guys are like two old fishwives, honestly, when they start. It's hilarious. Brilliant.
There you go.
There you go,
Marty
mate.
asked a good question. Joe came up with some nonsense. Anyway, yes, continue.
See what I mean?
I'm trying to read the comments here, so I didn't see anything.
Oh yeah, you go for it.
No, I'm just looking for the comments, because if somebody gets aggressive, we kind of have a very big database of addresses at the store. So if you ever made a purchase at Electric Dreams, don't be aggressive, because we know where you live.
Oh, look at that. The trap.
Right?
Go. Pete went very quiet all of a sudden. What's going on, Pete?
I was reading. As the new
Okay.
Thunder slot got the story. This is going back to, I think, the new releases where we had the Thunder slot.
I didn't notice. This is the first time that somebody says something regarding the new motor. I think it's the same. You just need to keep in mind that all those companies, including Slotted NSR is proud to say that they manufacture everything in Italy. All those companies, they use Chinese motors, so there are different batches and they do differ. When we have big races at the store, I make sure that all the motors that we have is from the same batch. So might be it. I don't think they changed the RPM or anything else.
Okay.
Or they might have changed the manufacturer with the same specs, and that's why you noticing a change of pace. But I don't believe it.
Cool. Right
Hmm.
then. That's literally, hang on. So we do this. You ready? And that's
Horrible
when you hit
picture.
the starting slide.
Horrible
That
picture.
means it's the end of the slides.
Okay,
That is
now-
it.
That is it.
Nice.
That is all.
Yeah.
So, Marco, do you have any
we'll-
questions for us? We've asked you all the questions. Do you have any questions for us?
Uh-oh.
No?
Uh-oh.
Oh, me?
No.
If I have questions for you?
Yeah.
No, I know enough about you guys. I know enough. I'm fine. I'm fine as I am right now. It's good. I wish you guys could live closer so we can enjoy more of the hobby. But I think the technology is there for us to have this kind of chat and dissipate a little bit about the love that we have about slot cars and everything new that comes up, and how you discover things, and how people put potatoes on top of slot car chassis. So that's kind of the cool thing about enjoying slot car racing nowadays. And everybody's invited. Everybody's invited if you want to make like.
Are you going to be selling any Spud cars next year?
Spud cars? No. Maybe we can get the rights. Maybe we can get the licensing, and maybe we can put on an Evan slot Mitsubishi so people can get pissed.
All right, Slaughter, you heard that. Get your Spud cars ready to go.
Spud car. Maybe we can do a Spud car nationals over there. Just everybody with the Spuds. Different shapes.
Fruit Spud.
Everybody's Spud. Yeah.
You knew you liked my t-shirt.
Let me show you something. Just give me 30 seconds.
Here we go. He's gone off screen again, Pete.
That's it.
Janu, if you like my shirt, you can go to Conquest Lair and pick them up. All the legendary car shirts are there. I actually made 2 new ones.
Put the link in, Rahul.
Put the link in.
So last year, me and my wife we went to the Idaho Potato Museum. So that slot car belongs to this place. It's in Blackfoot.
Oh, there you go.
Idaho produces 80-something% of the potato in America. So we have like a magnet, the Potato Museum. So we know where that slot car is going. Idaho.
Wow.
That's the
87%.
It's some do the research on Google. It's some crazy number.
That is insane, because that's a big old country.
Yeah, it's all potatoes.
It's a bit like how much we found out Ukraine produced after it has invaded, and it caused issues everywhere. Yeah,
from potatoes,
like loads of stuff that you'd never think of all comes from Ukraine.
And if you talk to a Ukrainian, my wife has a friend who's Ukrainian, and if you offer potatoes on the dinner or lunch, they get kind of offended because it's for poor people.
It's for
it's
what?
kind of a bad taste to offer potatoes if you have a guest.
Oh, they're dead in the water in England.
Yeah.
Literally potatoes with everything.
Hey, look who it is. Somebody stepped in.
Oh yeah,
Hey,
it literally
Marco,
turns
say
up
hi
as
to
we're turning it
Travis.
off.
Yeah, there you go. Now you can have a full new hour with him.
Yeah, you have to watch your back, Trav.
Nota atrás aqui.
Whole hour and 25 minutes of us.
Yeah.
Before I go, I just want you guys to see my parrot here. I need to take care of him. Agora, Tata.
Your parents?
Yeah, not my parents. My parrot.
Parrot.
My parrot. Come on. Sure.
Parrot.
Yeah,
Eat
yeah.
parrots. Not
Carinho.
parrots.
It's coming. I need to. My wife is busy. I need to take care of him so I can take a look. Cara,
Big
Carinho
screen
live.
mode.
Agora ou nunca. Traz aqui. It's coming.
Right, let's teach him bad words.
So that's the parrot. That's the parrot that sings the.
Oh, he's an African
There he is.
red.
There's
He's
the
great.
pretty boy,
African great.
Here's the pretty boy.
I've
then.
had a couple of those.
He's the one who sang the theme song for the Nationals. Did you guys know about this story? Did I tell you about this story? I told you, right, Pete?
Yeah.
Well, I was working with a composer, and I had to send him some references. And this guy here, he sings a theme song, and I thought it was from NBA, from the TNT broadcaster for NBA. So I started to do the research, and I couldn't find where he was whistling. So I recorded his whistle and sent to the composer, and the composer made
it.
Yeah. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. That's him.
What was he singing? Double Jeopardy?
No, it was original because I researched for everything, and he couldn't find it.
Okay. He's like latched on.
So yeah.
I used to have 2 African Greys.
Really?
Yeah.
What do you mean we used to? They outlive us.
Well, I left Kenya and I left them behind.
Oh, okay.
But I used to have 2 African Greys.
Does she still has it?
No, they passed away already.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mine is named Kumbica, which is the Brazilian International Airport.
Yeah.
It means like low gray clouds. So airport clouds flying gray. So we made this name of him, and it's a very normal name in Brazil. And he came to us with 3 months old. He's 4 years old. So he
14.
No, 4.
I was going to say, how long did they live for?
No, they live for 70 plus.
What, 70?
Yes.
Oh my God.
Yeah, they're gonna outlive us.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm shocked. I've never had birds. I've never been into that aviary kind of.
No,
thing.
but yeah, in Brazil it's very common. They have them everywhere, and I remember growing up with one. And when me and Karina were finally ready to have a pet, we didn't want to go to the dog route. I don't like very much cats, so the bird came as an option, and it's literally somebody. It's a little person that talks to you. So okay, that seems like reasonable. It talks a lot.
Well, that's all right, because it just limits how people say to me, Pete, do you talk to yourself? I'm like, yeah, of course I do, because sometimes I need an expert opinion.
An expert opinion. That's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
So to have like a parrot that you can talk to, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, he some say that an African Grey can talk to up to 500 words.
Delighted, Dick.
We made a list, and it's over 200 right now that he speaks. And he kind of remembers, and he kind of repeats only one phrase during a week, and then he comes back. But the crazy thing is that he asks for stuff. He asks for water. He asks to.
Can I get a lift to the pub?
No, kind of. Maybe sometimes a lift to get to go shit, because he only shits in one place. So sometimes he's there, and there's language, and he talks to can I get some water? Water. And we go there, and he wants to drink water. So that's the crazy part.
Wow. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Anyway, we've digressed a bit.
All right. A little bit. Slot cars.
Right, guys, we are wrapping it up.
We are. Well,
So, Marco,
thank you very
thank you very
much
much.
for being
Thank
here
you,
with
guys,
us,
for the time.
Marco. And yeah, jumping on, we appreciate it. Thanks for giving us a little bit of a history lesson into your history and the slot car world that you love and you've made into something really big. And I hope you have a lot more success with Electric Dreams.
Thank you,
I
guys.
hope a lot more clubs actually pick up on this and try to emulate it. Obviously, they will never be. Hopefully, they get to the point where it's like yours, but at least you set the standard. I think you set the big standard for the soccer community in terms of how to do race events. So, yeah, thank you very much for doing all that. And yeah, Pete, to wrap up, let's go.
Yeah. And then if anyone who's watching this back later on catch up, playback, whatever you call it these days, I don't know, feel free to leave a comment for Marco in the comments, a question or something that you might wanted to ask, and we'll relay it to him, or he'll reply to you because he does check in. So
Yeah.
on that note, sorry, go on, Marco.
Wait.
You're gonna let me go without saying anything? Jesus,
No, we're not.
What the hell? So
We're going to go final word, Marco, in a moment.
I want to say that I really appreciated you guys coming, all the nice words and nice content that you guys put it together. It's really, really appreciated. Same thing that Travis did last year, that Nimas did. So you guys are really appreciated. It's not taken for granted the help that you guys are doing. It's not for Electric Dreams, but for the hobby. You guys are always invited. If you guys have any trouble or problem, or you need to get a hold of a manufacturer or a race or whatever, or an event, I'm here to help. You guys are always welcome to the store. More to come. I appreciate the words on the event. We've been working a lot, and we're going to keep working to make that great event. And also, my last question: where did you get the T-shirt, Pete? What can I do to get one of those?
Oh, this one.
Yeah, I don't know.
Destroy the set while I'm at it.
Nobody ever offered one of those to me. Crazy. Anyway, that's fine. I will live with that.
Is that a shot at
right.
Ken and Doug?
No, Marco, you're more than welcome, my friend. That was a good weekend.
Well, I
Very
guess
good
you'll have to
weekend.
pick yours up when you go to UK Slot Car Fest next year, Marco.
I'll be there. I'll be there in May for sure.
Yeah, there you go.
Thank you, guys.
Well, make sure you're out for dinner with us this time.
Yes.
Yeah.
Maybe you guys can beat me on the zombie track.
That would be different
Okay,
next year. It's always different.
You talking about slot car racing like you've been doing it since you're like 10 years old, and we just picked it up like 2 years ago. Maybe you can beat me. Maybe you can beat me on this and that. Get out of here.
That's the only way that I get fun with this. That's my only fun with that. Like last Tuesday, I've been caught and I keep texting memes for a week now. Let me have it. Come on. That's the one
put
talent.
Hit out on you since Tuesday.
That's the one talent that I have. I can exchange for anything. I can spitfire. I can fly. Whatever you want. Like 1 inch more of a dick. I change for that. I don't care. But that's the one talent that I have. Let me have it. Come on.
Okay, you can have it. You can have it. But challenging me is like challenging, like, I don't know, a toddler to a race.
Let me tease you. It's part of it.
It's all good. It's all good. I appreciate it. We'll see you next year in the UK Slot Car Fest for sure.
Sure.
I'll be back to terrorize Pete and company. So
there you go.
Yeah.
Guys,
it'll be amazing. And on that note, guys, we will all see you in a couple of weeks on the next one.
Excellent.
All right. Take care, guys.
Take care.